us from Brooks Stadium in Conway, South Carolina. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Chanticleers offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. He put up numbers, more than 200 yards and a couple of scores in their victory last time out.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
Here's Lopez to throw. Here comes the heat. Gain of 8 is now 3rd and 2.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. So Marshall's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's worked his way into this passing attack, and the coaches are very pleased with his progress.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, they're
and he's still running after the move. Touchdown, Marshall! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
So the Coastal Carolina offense takes over, and they'll go to work from here. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Rushes on him. At the 35, he's got room. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. And you saw it on that one. First down, they dial up the pass play. You're not able to get him on the ground, and now they've gotten another first down.
Throwing, Lopez. Trying to make magic with his feet. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Chanticleers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with his back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Second down coming up. Lopez wants to fire. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. 3rd and short from the 49 is this 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Chanticleers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. So Marshall is out on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Breaks into the open. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. Out of the gun to give to the back. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. Now the play fake. Bring in the heat. Had to get rid of it quickly. All right, guys, let's chat for a minute about Marshall. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive line. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
Wants to throw again. Escapes the pressure to his right. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Marshall will be forced to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Down 7-0, and they'll have a chance to match the score on this drive. Makes the catch. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Lopez. Here's the pressure. And it's a sack.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
The shot that clears come to the line, trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on 3rd down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the scoreboard.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to pop the draw. Inside the 30. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break as we get a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Here's Lopez to throw. Going to try to get it himself. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew he was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. And the shot to clear is trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Coastal Carolina! Extra point here will tie the game. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistake.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Pressure coming. And they got it.
Well, we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Punt is on its way. Wants to bring it back. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll run it from the gun. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Throwing, Lopez. They're working that left side. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. The shot that clears decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They're going to mark this one at the 15. The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Here's the heat.
Well, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
And this crowd is up for grabs, and not much excites them like back-to-back sacks. 3rd and long. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. Marshall will be forced to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. Cradles it at the 35. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Lopez, play action. Looking to take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Lopez. Oh, they're after him. He sacked this defense all over him. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Working on the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the shot that clears will punt it away on 4th down. And the offense has a long field in front of them as the ball is marked down at the 10.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it toward the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about punting.
Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, as soon as he got outside the pocket, the defense smelt blood in the water. Everybody started pursuing it. How about the big hit on the QB outside the pocket? At that point, he's a runner. He's not getting protected anymore. Nice job. He felt that one.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Turning it on. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that third down. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. From the gun, the ground game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Before they snap the ball on second. Timeout is called. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They feed him again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Thundering Herd needing a ton of ground to get it to that first down marker. Defense dropping into soft coverage. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Marshall will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He gets a block. He's going to get loose. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on. Right there, and it was just about a return for a touchdown. Moving out to the right, trying to escape and get it himself. Keeps it and gets the first down. Down at the 16-yard line, and they're threatening to score in the waning moments of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. And they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's cracked. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the number 6 team, the Miami Hurricanes.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the
Got a little grass. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got it. There he goes. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign. But you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Marshall will be forced to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. The Chanticleers now ready to go on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Not a lot of room there. Give them a couple to the 16.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
I don't know what he possibly could have been thinking there to wind up all the way back in the end zone and taking a safety. Hauls it in at the 25. Reads it, fires complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Haynes. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Plucks it out of the air. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Alexander. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. And with that last grab coming up just short of the sticks, plenty of options here on 2nd and short. He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a 1st down for Marshall. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Maybe some room here. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Here on third down, you might want to protect the field goal, but you have to stay aggressive. They'll try to get it through the air. Just about had the pick in the end zone. Instead, it'll be fourth down. It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They are getting deep into the playbook. 11th play of the drive. The play action fake. He's got it. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. And that one will put him up here in the second half. And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try.
Here we go. Ready. Flag 14. Flag 14. Go, go.
He's looking to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
They were trying to throw to get that two-point conversion. It falls incomplete, and you got to wonder, was that the right decision to go for two?
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Here's Lopez to throw. Under fire, and down he goes. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. It'll be 3rd and long. Lopez to pass. He's going to take off. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. The shot that clears will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to pass. On target. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the shot that clears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Throwing, Lopez. Fires to the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The shot that clears after moving the sticks through the air come to the line. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. From the gun, the running back has it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the shot that clears kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Pocket breaking down. Being chased. Oh, he's got some space. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Running to the left. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Lopez. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, shot to clear. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this is wild. Late in the game, we're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
16, Marshall, 15.
He'll bring it out. It's Pratt. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So Marshall is out on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll go 4 wide, twin receivers on either side on 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Using his feet to buy time. Sweet cut there. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Working that left side. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. This drive has been sharp. They've moved the chains a couple of times. Now 1st and 10 from the 42. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the right. It's complete. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. Marshall moved the chains through the air. Now they have it on first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Across the 25, he's got room. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. The RPO, it's complete. Touchdown, Herd! They move on top here in the 4th.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
Coastal Carolina, 16.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Here's Lopez to throw. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Fires to the middle. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Lopez to throw for it on 4th. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Throwing, Lopez. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Lopez wants to fire. Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down. Got room at the 35. Big play on the scramble. Got out of bounds to stop the clock. Picked up the 1st down, and now they'll try to find a way to score. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
4th quarter,
Obviously, trailing in a football game, you're going to need this dude, your quarterback, to make plays. And you got to call plays like this where it's a pass and he still takes off and gets the first down. It's his time. It's the fourth quarter. You're trailing. The ball's in his hands.
They use the sideline and get him out of bounds right at the 9. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Lopez rushes on him. Touchdown, Coastal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down the clock?
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And it's good, and we are staring in the face of overtime. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they decide to tie it up in the final seconds. Looks as if we could be headed for free football. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside. It's Haynes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Incomplete. The final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. We'll get it started here in overtime. Looking for room. It's Haynes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside. Defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Haynes. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Hand off from the shotgun. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep...
Caught! Touchdown, Marshall! And they score first here in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical.
Breaks, got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with the point after.
Got to be impressed with the level of execution here in the second drive of OT. 1 play, score a touchdown, and now it's decision time, David. You kick the extra point and keep this thing going, or do you go for 2 and try to win?
Yeah, and you're right. The response was amazing. I mean, you give up a touchdown, you have a tendency to get down on yourself. No. First play, great execution. Now, do I go for the win? Do I play this safe, or do I go try to take this moment?
If he houses this, it's ball game. The 40. He's at the 30. And the takeaway is the exclamation point, the game saver for the win. First down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. The run inside. It's Haynes, able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Fires deep toward the end zone. Again!